Hey guys, what's up? It's Sam, and this is the Fitness Pulpit, Musings about fitness, philosophy, and pop culture. This is vlog number 9. So, welcome to 2020. As you know, around the New Year's, it's always resolution time for everyone. So, as cliche as it is, I'm gonna do it anyway. So, the main definition of a resolution, right, is a firm decision to do or not do something. And most people are gonna make, around New Year's, you probably made between 3 and 10 resolutions, and you talked about your resolutions that you made last year and whether you lived up to them or not. And I'm gonna guess that if you made some resolutions last year, you did not do all of them, probably. If you did, bravo, and kudos to you. We'd love to hear some of your secrets to success. But if you didn't, you are a regular person. So in 2020, what I want you to think about doing is getting rid of your resolutions. And instead, I want you to make 2020 more about practice. That's right. Just like Allen Iverson famously said, we in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we're talking about practice. We're talking about practice, man. That's right. Practice is to perform an activity or exercise a skill repeatedly or regularly in order to improve one's proficiency. Okay, so you can see already the difference between those two definitions there, hopefully. And I want you to practice self-improvement in 2020. And I want you to do that. I want you to try to improve your mind, body, and spirit. All of these are connected. And as we all know, a rising tide raises all ships. So normally, if you practice improving one, the other two will follow in suit. So one of the main reasons that I want you to have daily practices in 2020 versus resolutions in 2020 is that normally if you fail at a resolution, and you probably is gonna fail early, that you're gonna feel like a failure. Versus if you have a bad practice, if you've ever played a sport, guess what? You get to have a whole nother practice the next day where you can improve and correct your mistakes. Hopefully you have some sort of coach or someone like that that will say, hey, this is what I want you to do. This is what you're thinking of doing. That'll show you how to improve that practice the next time that you have it. And in life, if you get a bad practice, guess what? When you wake up tomorrow, it's a whole new practice that you get, okay? So what are some examples of these two differences, right? The examples of practice are, I'm going to practice exercising 90 minutes per week. A resolution is, I'm going to go to the gym 4 times per week, every week in 2020. Okay? Another practice, I'm going to practice reading for 10 minutes. A resolution would be, I'm going to read 20 books in 2020. Practice eating more vegetables. Resolution, I'm gonna go hardcore paleo, keto, macros every day and stick to it. I'm gonna practice less self-medication. Resolution, I'm not gonna drink at all in 2020. I'm going to practice meditation or mindfulness 5 minutes a day. Resolution, I'm going to go to church every Wednesday and Sunday. Hopefully you can see some differences there, and that if you fail at those resolutions that you set hard in stone early on at 12:01 of the new year, that you can see the difference there. So daily practice lets you develop the skill or activity that you most need in your life to become a better person. And the beautiful part about it is that if you miss the time that you set aside to read or meditate, or you don't eat a salad with your lunch, or you have a drink after a long day or a long week, it's okay because you just had a bad practice. And you get a fresh, new practice tomorrow when you wake up to try to correct what you did less than ideally the day before at practice. And if you practice it every day, and whether you have a good practice or a bad practice, as long as you're practicing it, I believe that that's going to lead you to becoming a better person in 2020. And the better and the more practices you have, good or bad, and over the long haul, if you start to correct those practices, you then get better at the game of life and you become a better person. And that's what we're all really chasing, is self-improvement and self-betterment. So, until next time, D's not words.